So first off, I've seen the first 3 episodes now at this point, and I'm loving it. It's very unique. I did want to quickly start with you guys, because you guys have been in past superhero projects of this type, but you haven't been in something that I feel like is as refreshing and unique as Umbrella Academy is, especially for this current climate of so many comic...
It does feel very zeitgeisty, and it's not even out yet, you know?
I know, you've already conquered culture.
Yeah, the buzz of it is very positive, you know? It's been very, like, everyone seems very sure that it's a great show already, you know what I mean? Which is great, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
you hope.
people are really optimistic about it, which is fantastic. It means, you know, they've done their jobs good.
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So I was curious, what drew you guys to the project in the first place? What made you look at it and go like, oh, I think this is it. This is the one.
It was the character I was going to play. Was that was the bit where I go, yeah, I could have loads of fun with that, you know.
Absolutely.
So that was attractive, you know.
Yeah, and you were loads of fun to watch. I'll say that as well.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
I'm so sorry, I just cut you off.
No, you're fine. It's just, well, the series was very unique, and I think that was a big selling point for all of us.
And obviously, your character number 5 is a huge catalyst for a lot of the action. You know, being the one that travels back in time, the one that has the first crazy shootout of the season. So what was that like to kind of be the one that gets thrown into the fire immediately?
I mean, those action scenes, you really get a taste of what 5 can do. Not only with his ability to jump through space and time, but also how physically capable he is. So that was a lot of fun to shoot.
And then Ellen, obviously Vanya, her whole thing is being the extraordinary sibling. So I was wondering, like, as a character that really helps ground these characters in reality, what was your process of just kind of like trying to find that balance of living in this extraordinary world while being the most, or arguably the most human character of the bunch?
Well, for me, particularly in the very beginning, it's really just about like Vanya's emotional turmoil. I mean, she's sort of like, I don't even think it matters where she is. Like, she's just a person whose the trauma in her childhood is manifested in ways where she's just like isolated and alone and doesn't know how to be close to people and is anxious. And so the beginning for me was just very like quiet and sort of separate and almost like in a daze. That's how I approached her at the beginning. Yeah.
Final, just, kind of random question. If you could have one superhero as a sibling, who do you think you'd want to have?
As a sibling?
Right? That's what you got to think about.
Wonder Woman, because, even though we're siblings now, I might still have a flirt.
Sure.
At least we're living under the same roof,
That is true. No one will argue that.
Deadpool, he'd be a lot of fun.
That's fair.
Can I take yours?
No, I don't know.
All right.
Fair enough. I had to think about this too. I was like, oh, this is a great question. And then I spent like 5 minutes just going like, what is the answer? I think I ended up going with like Colossus.
Who's he?
He's like one of the X-Men. He's the big guy that turns into metal from Deadpool, actually. He's in Deadpool.
He would be a terrible flatmate.
Are you kidding? He's just going to, if I ever have to deal with a bully, he's just going to show up, what's up, I'm your big brother made of metal.
Was that an issue when you were young? I don't mean that.
That's fair. Hey, just look at this ball, and this came on real fast. That's what I'll say.
Get up, we're going.
Where?
Save the world.
Oh, is that all?